Guys, welcome back to the channel. Amazingly, it's not raining, but it certainly looks like it wants to, but it hasn't rained. So what are we doing? Still working on weight loss stuff, as you probably know from the thumbnail, from the title. One of the things that we're looking at that kind of, I saw something laying on the floor and I saw something else and I started saying, you know, maybe we could do something, is we have some pieces of acrylic left over from where we did the windows on the love boats. I gotta find somewhere I can lay this and not tear it up. What does that mean? Obviously it means we're knocking stuff down. It means that there is enough material on those two pieces to cut a piece of glass for a hatch quarter window. Now it would work for a coupe too, but so this is a piece of scrap hatchback that we took the one window out of and weighed in the last or the next to last video. So we could cut a piece and we could adhesive it, you know, if we wanted to, adhesive it in here, drill it, rivet it, you know, whatever we wanted, and leave this, you know, this area exposed, and maybe shoot it flat black, because I'm assuming on kRusty it would be maroon, whatever the original car color is. So that this piece of acrylic would weigh basically nothing, and these whole quarter windows were what, 6 pounds. So I'm not going to say it doesn't weigh nothing, but the 6 pounds on that scale could be 6.9, it could be 6 point whatever. We could weigh it on a scale that's got more numbers on it, and technically speaking we could save 12 pounds on the windows. Now I know that's a minuscule amount, blah blah blah, but it's technically not free, but it is using some scrap material to do something here. And would I like the way it looked? I don't know. I mean, I can always put I can just put the glass back in. That's not a big deal. So is it worth trying? It doesn't cost anything. We have the stuff here. If we don't like it, it's no harm, no foul. We just put the window back in. Who cares? Obviously, we would probably try it on the side that's crashed, and we could see what we thought about it. You know, maybe put the wheels on it, just so we've got the whole image, and see what we think about it. If it's something that we can live with, because that's the balance. You know, can you live with it? Are you going to be happy with it? This is something that if we went down this road, obviously we can come back from it. So it's not that big of a deal, which makes me more inclined to do it. It's also not labor intensive. You know, we just have to cut out a piece of cardboard as a, you know, imagination creation tool, and then cut the acrylic and screw it, glue it, rivet it, whatever we want in, see what we thought. So that's, the more I talk about it, the more I'm talking myself into it, if that makes sense. All right, the other thing I want to do is I wanted to work on our header panels, so let's start doing that, or I'm going to start doing that, or whatever. And we also ordered a few more parts for kRusty. It's always the nickel and dime stuff that kills you. I'm sure some of the stuff we ordered, not everyone's going to agree with. But, you know, it is what it is. So, all right, enough talking. Let's get to work. We'll circle back around to this, but the header panel is really what I wanted to mess with. All right, technically speaking, we got a little bit over aggressive. We got a wobbly spot right here and right there, but once this is bolted to the core support and the fenders are bolted to the body or the subfront, whatever, then everything should be great. I'm sure it's going to vibrate everything, but we got a little bit of weight out of it. Not a lot, a couple pounds maybe. So, but we did it, and it didn't take us very long. You do not want to lose the instructions for that line lock operation instruction. Anyway, made a mess there. All right, I didn't time lapse. Okay, we did it. Boom. All right, it's after work. We are out here at the facility. What are we doing? Well, the other day, over the weekend, me and Teresa ran over to Navarre, over to the beach, to pick up something, and it is those right there. Probably maybe put it in the description or the title or whatever. I've been looking for some time for a set of 2810s, 10.5s, it didn't really matter, for a test fit. You may ask, what's wrong with 26? Nothing's wrong with 26s. It's just having an option. I want to see how well they fit. Of course, I know they'll fit. A lot of people run them on Mustangs without them being mini tubs or anything like that. So I just wanted to get a set that were cheap, and so I could test fit, put them on the wheels, put them on the car, see how it looked. And what that does is, if I decided to buy a set, knowing that they fit the way I want, or I've already clearanced out the fender wells and all this kind of stuff the way I want, that I won't worry about messing up a new set. It also gives you options with gear ratio and tire size, where you're trying to, you're always trying to do that calculation of where you're at the finish line. So having different tire options. Now I ran on the Dragon, I ran a 28x9, which was 27 inches tall for a while. I really liked it with 488s. It worked good for what that car did, RPM range and stuff. So anyway, I got those from Roger. I just happened to think about it, jumped on Marketplace, just looking. I did that I've been looking for a set for probably 6 or 8 months at least. And there just happened to be a set for sale, and they just happened to be Roger. I'd contacted him a few months ago if he knew anybody, and he actually said he had a set, but wasn't quite ready to take them off yet. Well, I told him to tell me, and obviously he forgot. Roger's old like me, so he forgets things. So anyway, that's where we ended up. So that's what we're doing. I'm not going to bore you with all the mounting and everything. I was just giving you an explanation, boring enough as it is, of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So we will put these stiff walls probably on the 8-inch wheels, and so we'll whatever. Anyway, these are gonna, and the 28s are for kRusty, to put on kRusty and see how I like the way it fits. So, all right, we'll see you guys in the next clip. One down, one to go. That's not aired up, but you can definitely see that's got a little meat on it. And of course, Florida, and it's sprinkling. So that's how we do it around here. One other thing that we have going on is that I want to do some fender modifications on the inner part, the bracing and stuff like that, and cut out some of the section where the spill plate or the fender extension, whatever you want to call it, covers. And I have 4 fenders to choose from. Amazingly enough, 3 of them are GT fenders. I don't know how that happened, but, and 1 is an elec fender. So these 2 are the most kRusty looking for kRusty, that would fit kRusty's motif without even having to do a single thing to them. And I think these are the 2 that I'm going to go with. So I'm I'm gonna leave these two. All these fenders are in mediocre shape. They're not rusty, but they're in middling shape, so to speak. This one's got some dings in the top, and this one's got a few dings in it and stuff. But I think both of these are factory paint fenders. So I mean, not that that matters, but you know, I'll just take the ones that already have the moldings off of them and stuff like that and cut them up. So that'll work better. So we're gonna load these up and take them home as well. All right, we have started working on the one fender. Someone made a pie cut. I don't know what they were doing here. Made a pie cut deal. We cleaned that up and just put a little bzz, bzz on it so we can mount our fender apron. We'll probably cut some of this lip out, and then we'll trim up in here, and then we'll cut out some of this in here as well. So anyway, and that'll do it. It's not a whole lot of weight, but it's a little bit, and every little bit counts. All right, let's continue our downward spiral in the videos where it's just a bunch of stuff, garbage. Say we did get some work done on our fender. We got something in the mail. Got a couple things in the mail. These are all integral parts. This is this equipment was built, tested, and inspected by people who care. Inspected. It's our module selector. It's 46 to 68. It's an 8671. So our two-step stuff is complete. We have everything from two-step. This is a hood pin kit. Yes, it is gold. kRusty has gold hood pins on the front. We'll have gold hood pins in the back, even though they're faded like crazy. And this is, whoops. This is our alternator turnbuckle. So we will, technically speaking, our alternator bracket, and we will put that together at some point, man. So anyway, I guess that's it. We got the slicks swapped over. Hopefully tomorrow I'd like to mount them and just put them on the car and everything. And I get distracted working on stuff like the fender, things like that. So we got our headlight bucket deal done. We're kind of getting a little crazy with the deathwheel, but we've got extra parts. We got it. If we don't like this, we don't have to use it. We just throw it. If it's not working for us, we just chuck it in the garbage and say, "Hey, that didn't work for us. Don't do that next time." So anyway, man, thanks for commenting. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for all the ways you guys support the channel through the views and your very nice comments. Thanks for and the stuff that you send us. Thanks for watching. And until next time, I'm Substandard Leader in Fox Body videos and Lincoln's 1 year only. We'll see you guys in the next vid. I promise. I'm working.